Hey everyone, I just wanted to talk a bit today, kind of for this first video, about coping with depression, anxiety, bipolar, all of those types of things. This is completely unscripted and sometimes I can be a little awkward, so there may be some pauses, but I guess you get the general idea. Well, so I guess I'll just start with this. I was diagnosed as bipolar when I was around 13 years old, and every day I struggle with it. Every day I can have these incredible highs or these incredible lows. It's not only daily, it's monthly, weekly, just really depends. But usually it is daily. And one of the ways that I have found to be very helpful with coping, with kind of the guilt of being bipolar, because sometimes I say really mean things that I do not mean. Sometimes, like, mostly I'm joking, but sometimes they can come off as a bit rude and I end up feeling like a really bad person for it, feeling like I need to apologize to everyone around me. But one of the things that I found really helpful is realizing people just sometimes don't understand. And that's okay. So I kind of just like to take a few deep breaths, don't really think about it, and then I just let it go. Just kind of like breathe in through my nose, breathe out through my mouth, breathe in through my mouth, out through my nose. It doesn't really matter how you breathe, but just focusing on your breaths. Like, I'm gonna show you, which, I mean, you can probably assume how to do it already, but I like to breathe in through my mouth because I feel like it fills my lungs more, and I have a deviated septum from being punched in the nose when I was younger. But I like to breathe in through my mouth and out through my nose at least 3 to 4 times for 4 seconds. So sometimes taking other people's advice does help, but really everything is dependent on how you see yourself, about how you know how you cope, because you are not that person, you are not everyone. That's why I haven't found self-help necessarily as helpful as people say it is, because I'm not them. And I feel like it's important to realize that not everything is gonna help, and you are not broken just because some big self-help guy is saying you have the power to do this, but you don't feel like you have that power, and you don't feel like you can just do that with the snap of a finger. You're not broken for that. It's not your fault necessarily. It's only your choice, and you have the power to change your outlook on everything, because everything is completely mindset based. And yeah, it's easier said than done, but you just have to keep working up more and more until you get to that point when you feel comfortable in yourself, in your own skin, whether you don't like your body, whether you don't like your head, whether you feel lonely. Just kind of acceptance. Acceptance is an important part of being a person who can function in society, because I personally don't like society, which is understandable. It hasn't been too kind to me. It hasn't been too kind to most people. And if you're watching this, probably hasn't been too kind to you. But that's kind of just how it is. And a lot of people hate this phrase, it is what it is, but truly, it is what it is. And you can't change that. So why dwell on it? Why constantly push yourself into a hard depression, into anxiety, when you can just realize sometimes things are not going to go your way. Sometimes you can't control things. Sometimes you can't even control yourself. I was born and raised in an environment that wasn't too helpful to my mental health. Currently, I'm 16 years old, which is weird because I don't look like I'm 16, but I get a lot of criticism. I get just a lot of mean things said to me, but that's those people's problems. That's not mine, because I know myself, and the people who like me know that I'm a good person. And if you think you're a bad person, take a look at why you think you're a bad person. Is it because other people have told you that? Or is it because you're telling yourself that? It can be a mixture of both, and for a while I was convinced that I was a bad person, but I believe that no one is a bad person. You just have your things that make you tough to deal with, or kind of, how do I say this? Not perfect, which no one is perfect in some ways. Now, there are some exceptions, like people like Ted Bundy, who are not good people and who probably won't change, but that's not really what I'm talking about. I'm more talking about the average person, such as myself, such as you. You have the power to change your mindset. You can just kind of cope with the things that you can't control. I usually write. This is a journal that I keep. It's about positivity. And I think that no matter how small something is, no matter how stupid it seems, if it helps you, it helps you. Today I wrote about things that I love. Some things that I love include Keith Richards, clothes, animals, yerba mate, nature, perfume, art, aliens, writing, podcasts. I love wigs, vintage, vinyls, my friends. No matter, if I don't have a lot of friends, if I have a lot of friends, at least they're there for you. And if you don't feel like anyone's there for you, reach out to me. My email, if you comment down below, I will give you my email and we can talk. Because I want to be there for people, and I think it's important, if you don't have someone, to reach out to others. No matter how many times you're rejected, no matter how many times people hurt you, there's always going to be someone, if you look hard enough, that loves you. And I love you. I love everyone. I really don't think that I could hate anyone. I used to be a really hateful person. I used to just despise everyone around me, talk about how much I hate humanity. Sorry about my dogs barking. I have 5 dogs. They're pretty big dogs. I have a lot of pit bulls, but they're the sweetest little things. Books, poetry, coloring. I love the 60s and 70s. Let me show you my outfit. I'm in the bathroom right now just because I really like it in here. My dad just got home. But yeah, here's my outfit. And this is kind of just a channel intro. And I will elaborate more on this, but because my dad's home, I can't continue because I gotta go to school. But thank you. Have a nice day. Peace out. Yeah?